Let's get ready to roll.
A sleepy harborside town, a playground of the rich, turns into an epicenter of motorsport on the weekend of the Monaco Grand Prix. And we are here bringing it to you in predictor video fashion in marble form. Yes, the iconic circuit in Monte Carlo replicated in Marbula One style. All of your favorite corners are ready for our competitors. Hey everybody, I'm Greg Woods. 16 of those turns, well 17 actually if you look at the track map. Average lap time 20.73 seconds. It may not have a high top end speed, but it makes up for it in action, as we saw in the sprint race. Pierre Gasly at the back of the field next to Lance Stroll. The two Williams make out the second to last row, Albon and Sainz in 18th and 17th. Franco Colapinto back on the F1 grid, replacing Jack Doohan. Starting next to Ollie Behrman, it's Liam Lawson and Fernando Alonso in 14th and 13th. Alonso was the pole sitter for the sprint, but ended up that far back. Max Verstappen is a repeat winner here in Monaco, 21 and 23. Next to Gabriel Bortoleto, Isaac Adjar, and George Russell in the first of the Mercedes. Yuki Tsunoda in the second Red Bull, next to Oscar Piastri. Nico Hülkenberg alongside the Monegasque himself. Charles Leclerc, a former winner of this race. Lando Norris will try to join their ranks, starting alongside Kimi Antonelli, driving in the other Mercedes. And on the front row, it is Lewis Hamilton, twice a winner here. And Esteban Ocon looking to win for the first time in the Principality. And we're rolling into Saint-Denis. Hamilton goes around the outside of the turn and gets it done before the hairpin. Lewis Hamilton in the lead as they go into the tunnel. Ocon holding in second place. Lando Norris drafts by into third and tries to stay there and hold off Lewis Hamilton behind, but can't do it through the swimming pool. George Russell gets by into third place, driving for Mercedes. They've won 8 times here. That's third most of any constructor. Antonelli up at the top of the field, streaking away from Esteban Ocon. Russell slow off the conveyor belt and is passed through Casino Square. Antonelli and Ocon 1 length apart. Hamilton in third. A little gap back. Then it is Norris. Then teammate Oscar Piastri as they nearly come together. Through the swimming pool, Ocon gets it done into Rascasse and will lead coming up the belt. Lap 2 of 13 as we are ready to start. Lap number 3. Side by side they go. Off into the distance, and it is Esteban Ocon getting by and leading once again. It was a great move as they work their way around Massenet. Through the Nouvelle chicane, you can see the two Saubers. They are nose to tail with a little gap between them as Esteban Ocon, 2 full lengths between him and Alexander Albon, who's moved up into second place. This would be a great showing for the Williams driver. Hamilton still holding strong in third place right now. And the driver who replaced him at Mercedes, Kimi Antonelli. Lando Norris in 5th. Alonso has recovered up to 6th, now up to 5th as they come through the chicane. Norris gets by Antonelli as well. Piastri in 7th. Bortoleto, Russell, and Behrman. No, now it's Leclerc in 10th. Positions changing all the time here in the marble version of the Monaco circuit. Ocon's lead is as big as it's been, while Albon has his hands full with the McLaren. Trying to get some separation there, weaving back and forth through the tunnel. And here comes Hamilton. Great exit and gets by, trying to take 2 overtakes in as many corners, but can't get it done. Now does around Anthony Nogues. Bumping against that inner apex. We've seen that in qualifying, and here in the race, Esteban Ocon paid for it. Lewis Hamilton has now assumed the lead, nearing the halfway point of this Grand Prix. Lando Norris, second. Ocon holding on to third, but is losing a bit of steam. Now mounting a challenge again as they come through the swimming pool. Goes around to the inside, to the outside. This is a very narrow, slow, technical part of the circuit. It's Hamilton up front, 1 step ahead of Norris. Who gets the belt? Release better, and it's Norris. They were on opposite sides as they came up, but Hamilton is not giving up the lead easily. Kimi Antonelli, opportunistic as ever, as they stream out from the tunnel into the light. Antonelli is by. Piastri 4th, Ocon falling back to 5th. Albon now gets by as they head into the final couple of turns of this lap. Leclerc, slowly marching forward, has now made it up to 7th. The Monaco native is here and ready to get to victory lane once again. Still a long ways to go, however. McLaren's trading back and forth with Ocon, who is now resurgent once again through the Nouvelle chicane. Hit it a bit too hard, did Ocon, and that let Norris get by. Piastri is in the lead. Now they've switched again. Antonelli gets by both of the McLarens. Once again, hipping the apex. You lose just enough time, and when you're in the heat of battle, especially in this discipline, every little mistake gets magnified. Top three come together and leap up in the air as they hit that curve. Norris from Piastri. Hamilton there trying to keep the door closed. Antonelli has gotten by. No, Hamilton does get forward. It's Leclerc who's moved up to third and now will be side by side with his teammate Lewis Hamilton coming off of the conveyor belt. It is Lando Norris trying to gap Piastri as they head into the hairpin. What do you call it? The Grand Hotel, the station, the Lowe's. Take your pick from history. Back out into the sunlight. Through to back. Ocon in between the two Ferraris. Up front, it is still Norris and Piastri leading. The Saubers, they will also be side by side. That's a battle for ninth. Norris, Piastri, and Antonelli beginning to see a gap build. Hamilton holding in fourth, and then it's Ocon. Leclerc right behind is one length apart. Let's see, do they hold there coming out of the tunnel? I believe they did. Looking farther up ahead, top of your screen there. There we go. The leaders working their way up the conveyor belt. Farther back, some great moves. Several drivers have fallen down the field quite a ways. Colapinto is one of them. Verstappen is another, down in 18th. Challenge for the lead right there. Piastri tried to make the move. Coming down here into the final lap of this Grand Prix. The top four separated by mere lengths. It'll be Norris, Piastri, Hamilton, and Antonelli. Lando Norris trying to win in the Principality. A little farther back, the battle there. All right, Norris through the tunnel for the final time. Hamilton setting up, got in the draft, and has taken second place. A few more corners to catch Lando Norris, but now Piastri is not done. Lando Norris around Anthony Nogues will win the Monaco Grand Prix. One marble still to finish. Over the line comes Carlos Sainz. And for the first time since 2008, a McLaren wins at Monte Carlo. Lewis Hamilton did it back then for McLaren Mercedes. And we've not seen them back ever since. What an ending. The prestige that comes with this race. The hard-fought win coming from behind. Lando Norris trying to stake a claim in this championship battle. Piastri continues the points haul. And Lewis Hamilton thrilled to be back on the podium at this iconic circuit. Norris leads the Drivers' Championship, at least among the marble videos, overtaking Alonso. And Hamilton up 3 spots into third. In the Constructors, McLaren are now top of the chart by 7 points over Ferrari. Mercedes and Haas dropped as well. Rounding out the top 4, Williams, hey, they have points. They gained 8 of them, and that is the entire season of points in a single race. Jelle's Marble Runs is excited to announce our toy brand. You can now get our Skyway Chase Marble Run set and have team races with our Collector Series marbles or our individual sets of 10 marbles. Shop on our website now.